day. Today I will discuss one of Pablo Neruda's poem entitled If You Forget Me. But first, before we go on with the poem itself, let us first discuss what is the short biography of Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda is just the pseudonym of the Chilean poet Ricardo Eliezer Neftali Reyes Basualto, who was born in southern Chile on July 12, 1904. In 1923, he sold all his possessions to finance the publication of his first book, Crepusculario or Twilight, when he published the volume under the pseudonym Pablo Neruda to avoid conflict with his family who disapproved of his interest or occupation. For the following year, he found a publisher for 20 poemas de amor y una canción desesperada, meaning 20 love poems and a song of despair. The book made the celebrity of Neruda, who gave up his studies at the age of 20 to devote himself to this craft. He also became a popular politician and ran under the Communist Party. But when the Chilean government declared that the Communist Party is illegal, he went into hiding. He also gained many literary prize awards, including the Nobel Prize Award, and diagnosed with cancer while serving a 2-year term as ambassador to France. Neruda resigned his position, thus ending his diplomatic career. On September 23, 1973, just 12 days after the defeat of the Chile's democratic regime, the man widely regarded as the greatest Latin American poet died of leukemia in Santiago, Chile. If You Forget Me by Pablo Neruda. I want you to know one thing. You know how this is. If I look at the crystal moon, at the red branch of the slow autumn of my window, if I touch near the fire the impalpable ash, or the wrinkled body of the lamp, everything carries me through. As if everything that exists, aromas, light, metals, were little boats that sails toward the isles of yours that wait for me. Well now, if little by little you stop loving me, I shall stop loving you little by little. If suddenly you forget me, do not look for me, for I shall already have forgotten you. If you think it long and mad, the wind banners that passes through my life, and you decide to leave me at the shore of the heart where I have roots, remember that on that day, at that hour, I shall lift my arms and my roots will set off to seek another land. But if each day, each hour, you feel that you are destined for me with implacable sweetness, if each day a flower climbs up to your lips to seek me, ah my love, ah my own, in me all that fire is repeated, in me nothing is extinguished or forgotten. My love feeds on your love, beloved, and as long as you live, it will be in your arms, you don't live in mine. For the analysis of the poem, If You Forget Me, in the first stanza, it implies that the persona wants to say something to his lover. While in the second stanza, the persona tells that every time that he looks at the moon, branch of the tree, or anything in nature, it always remembers that this carries him to her. And in the third stanza, there is a change of emotion from the second up to the third that shows that longing to his lover up to the bitterness of the person. In this stanza, it shows that if his lover stopped loving him little by little, then he will stop loving her little by little. While in the fourth stanza, it implies that if his lover forget him, there's no more chance to look for him, for he already forgotten her. For the fifth stanza, the persona tells that if it's about the long and mad years they spent together, for her to decide to leave him, he just had to remember that on that day and on that hour that she left him, he shall look for another to love him. And for the last stanza, it says that if his lover will come back with no regrets and open arms, he will still accept him when she feel like she likes to returning back to him. And he'll still accept her with all his heart. Thank you.